The street art in Brick Lane and Shoreditch in London's East End is among the best in the world. Building walls, hoardings, doors and shop shutters provide the canvas for the world's most celebrated street artists. These creations take many forms, from massive murals to small stickers, and you can see most of them in a few hours on a walking tour. East London is so rich in street art, it can be difficult to know where to start, although you will see awesome urban art by simply wandering its streets. There's a good chance you'll miss out on the good stuff. A lot of people recommend using a walking tour as a framework to hang your visit. These tours work on a tip basis, and you pay what you think it is worth. Anything from $5 to $25 is good. A self-guided tour is an excellent option if you want complete flexibility and want to go at your own pace. It is also free. Now the Shoreditch and Brick Lane Street Art Self-Guided Walking Tour I'm providing you has a starting point from Old Street Station. It has an end point on Fashion Street, near Aldgate East Station, and covers a distance of 1.5 miles and has an easy difficulty level. This street art walk focuses on famous artworks that have become permanent fixtures on London's urban art landscape and streets that are artistic hotspots. As the artworks are ever-changing, I can't promise you'll find all the art featured here when you visit. Hoardings are torn down, buildings are developed, and artists come and go. For the step-by-step directions and to open the map on your phone, search on Google Maps a walking tour from Old Street to Fashion Street and put the stops in the way, which I'm mentioning forward in the video. Rivington Street. From Old Street Station, take the Cowper Street exit and walk along Old Street towards Shoreditch. Then turn right onto Great Eastern Street and left into Rivington Street. Holywell Lane. At the end of Rivington Street, turn right onto Curtin Street, left onto Great Eastern Street, and then let again onto Holywell Lane. Graffiti and street art are constantly evolving, with artists painting over the work of their peers. Some works exist for a matter of weeks. Others become semi-permanent fixtures. King John's Court and New Inn Yard. You can view connectivity matters from King John's Court and New Inn Yard, opposite the Amnesty International office. Created by 16 artists from across the world in 2018, it is the world's largest mural. Red Church Street. Cross the busy main road and walk down Red Church Street. Past another wonderful pink neon David Speed mural. Whitby Street. Turn right into Whitby Street. One of London's best-loved pieces of street art is at the end of this street. Scalter Street. When you reach the end of Whitby Street, turn right and immediately left into Sclater Street. Brick Lane is at the end of Scalter Street. Although there are a few cracking pieces of street art along Brick Lane itself, here in the late 19th century, and will sell you around Brick Lane, it is one of London's most famous streets and the epicenter of the city's urban art scene. Once thriving, one of the cheapest lunches in London. Turn right and walk along Brick Lane until you reach a 2024 Banksy. Once rubbish-strewn and rodent-infested, today's Brick Lane is booming with chic cafes, curry houses, vintage clothes shops, and cutting-edge art galleries. Most of the area's artistic treasures are on its side streets. If you are feeling peckish, take a slight detour by turning left on Brick Lane to reach the 24-hour bagel shops at this end of the street. These are a testament to the Jewish community established otherwise. 3 monkeys hanging on the side of a railway bridge. Walk back along Brick Lane for 3 or 4 minutes and then turn left into Grimsby Street, home to Screamers by Stick. Using his signature stick people, each urban artist has their thing. It depicts a slanging match in the street. Double back to Brick Lane and continue until you reach Hanbury Street on your left. Once associated with the murders of Jack the Ripper, this is now one of the top spots for street art in Brick Lane. Princelet Street is your next street on the left. When you are finished in Princelet Street, continue along Brick Lane, and you will reach an alleyway on your right-hand side leading to 7 Stars Yard. This is one of the top locations for street art in Brick Lane, attracting the best artists and a high turnover of content. It's a riot of color and styles. Continue along Brick Lane until you reach Fashion Street on your right-hand side. Once home to some of London's worst slums, this road connects Brick Lane and Commercial Street. This marks the end of your Brick Lane street art walking tour. At the end of Fashion Street, turn left and continue along Commercial Street until you reach Aldgate East Station, and that's a wrap. Finally, don't be afraid to go off-piste. Dive down some of the surrounding streets and keep your eyes peeled for hidden gems.